Today I want to show you a deal that's called GetTerms. This one lets you generate terms and conditions, privacy policy, cookie consent, and even fair use. So depending on what you need, it's going to generate it for you. Now I'm going to show you what I like and dislike about this deal and actually show you how it works. So let's go jump over to my desktop right now. Alright, let's get started with the actual deal. It starts off at $69 for a lifetime deal, so that means you pay once and use it forever. Now let me show you what that actually gets you, and this is where it becomes interesting and you would decide if this is good for you or not. Now the first thing I want to show you is that this is based on the comprehensive plan that they have, so it's their highest plan right now. Now $69 gets you 3 sites, alright, so it's not a whole lot. And that means it's going to generate it and it's for use on those 3 sites. Now they have another plan where you get more sites, and the biggest plan, which I think it's pretty expensive, it's $500, but you get unlimited sites. So if you are looking to make this as a business to sell, for example, terms and conditions to sites, privacy policies if they need it, or if you have a bunch of sites, then that would be a good deal for you. But if not, that's pretty expensive and maybe you can do with less, or maybe this is not just for you. All right, so let's go into GetTerms. All right, let me show you the most important part, which is what they create. So it's privacy policy, terms of service, cookie policy, and acceptable use policy. Another thing that's interesting is that it's Europe, US, and common privacy laws covered. What else do we have before we actually jump into the dashboard? There's another thing that I want to show you. Well, it's basically this: GDPR consent, and where else? I can't find that. It was IPA compliant also. No, it's not IPA compliant. All right, let's go jump over to the actual dashboard. So this is the main dashboard, and you get to select what your actual website is for. So this way it helps you out generate your terms and conditions, privacy policy, so on and so forth. So what do you need right now? Is it just for a website? Is it for a mobile app, for a SaaS web app, e-commerce, or blog news site? I think the most common one would be e-commerce, right? Which is where it would be most important to use this. Don't skip terms and conditions, privacy policy, especially if you have a store, all right? So let's just try this one, generate a policy. First off, we get to some questions, all right? So for example, I'll say this is for my site, saasmaster.net. Company name, in this case, it's SaaSmaster. Location, for me, it's Mexico. My email address, I'll use that one. And for now, they only have English available. So there's English USA and English UK. I don't know what changes. I mean, English is English. I mean, they talk a bit different, but I'm not sure if they write it different. But okay, there's no languages like, for example, Spanish. If I needed Spanish, that's not available. If you needed Korean, Thailand, I don't know, other languages, it's not available. So I'll choose English for this. And then it asks me, what am I actually using this for? For example, tailor your privacy policy to your liking. So if I select this, it's because I'm actually using this. So my website logs browser statistics and user behavior. So is that something that I do? Yes. My website collects device data. So does it actually, my analytics that I'm using on my website, does it know what the system they're using? For example, if they're using a Mac computer, a Windows computer, and all of that. So yes, collecting devices, operating system, so on and so forth, right? You select what you want. My website collects personal data. So of course, I mean, if you have when they register, you're collecting data. Or if they sign up for something, you're collecting data. So check what you actually need from the data, right? You check this with COM, okay? My website collects sensitive information. You select that. Select what you want right here. For example, you have all of those. These are really important to not get sued, right? Because you're actually being clear when you're creating the terms and conditions and privacy policy. And you can see all of these, all right? You select what you need and what you actually do. If you want to go all out crazy and just want to be really on the safe side, then select everything, right? It's going to be super long, but in case you just want to go safe side, add everything. Next thing we have is privacy contact. So in this name, we'll just say my name. My privacy contact, and the contact method, can they contact me via online page, email, or other? In this case, I'll just wing it here for the video, and I'll just say saasmaster.net. Obviously, that's not the way to go. Additional disclosure for religion-specific legislations. For example, am I in California? Do I have to disclose something specific to religion? Legislation. Yeah, religion-specific legislation. All right, so, and this is what you have. So identifiers, customer records, blah, blah, blah. General data protection regulations for Europe. So I don't know, it's just selected. you want. I'll remove that for now so it doesn't ask it. Australian Privacy Act, and there we go. I understand and agree to the GetTerms IO disclaimer. Now, what is a disclaimer? Basically saying that lawyers have actually reviewed this, but they are not responsible if, I don't know, anything, right? They're not responsible. You can't sue them because, hey, your privacy policy didn't work. So just be aware of that. And you can get notified when the policy updates. So if there's a new change in the policy, for example, Europe changed the terms to something and you need to add it to the privacy policy, well, you're gonna get an email letting you know about, hey, we've updated your privacy policy, go grab it and post it again in your website. And that's one of the things I dislike about GetTerms is that it's not embeddable, because if you embed it and there's a change going on in California and Texas or whatever, it automatically updates it. In this case, it doesn't. So you have to grab it again, come back, and then go update it. So here it generated two. It generated privacy policy and terms of service. Now I will be showing you the other one I created for SaaS, because for a SaaS or an app, it generates a fair use policy, which is really important because you don't want someone to get an overload. If you're selling, for example, hosting plan, you don't want them to abuse the system, so you have a fair use. So in this case, we got the privacy policy for this. Check it out. It's pretty long, even though we didn't select everything. But again, check it out, use it with calm, and you decide if this is right for you or not. So what you do right here is that we grab this code. It's actually text or HTML. Again, the HTML is just to use it on your website. It doesn't mean it's grabbing it from GetTerms. So it's not gonna update if changes come. So if I grab text, I can copy the clipboard and I can go post it here on my site. So here's the WordPress site. I just copied this, publish it again, and it should be ready. All right, it's ready. Let's go view page. And there's the terms and conditions. All right, obviously I removed that and all that good stuff. Just to show you how easy it is to just grab something and paste it. If you're using WordPress, Wix, or whatever you want to use, you just grab this text and you post it over there. That's cool because it's easy, but I don't like it because if there's changes and updates going on, I wish it was done automatically. And the other way is the way they're doing it right now is that they let you know there's a change and you grab it again. Let me show you the other policy I created. So it's, oh, I called them the same. Let me see this one. Is it this one, the bottom one? No, that's the one I just created. Let's go back. First one, okay, this one's for SaaS. So like I said before, in this case, we got the privacy policy, terms of service, and acceptable use policy. So like I said before, depending on what you select, it's gonna generate it for you because that's what you actually need. I mean, if you are an e-commerce or just a plain website, obviously you don't need an acceptable use policy. That's why it won't generate it. But in this case, it will. And if you have cookies, well, it's actually gonna generate it for you also. There's also a way we can link to this policy. We can grab this. So for example, if you wanna grab the link and put it over there, that's also possible. Basically, that is what GetTerms does. I think it's expensive for what it does, but if you need this, if you have to be really, I don't know, compliant with the laws in your country, then this is really important that you get it right and you have an actual good terms and conditions, privacy policy, and all that good stuff. Plus, get in a warning or an email saying that, hey, policies have changed, go update it. So just to have that is really important, right? So at the end of the day, you decide if this is a good deal for you. Let me know what you guys think about this deal. Let me know if you're using an alternative here in the comments, and let me know anything about this. All right, well, I thank y'all for watching. My name's George, this is SaaS Master, and I'll see you guys later.